Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we're going to first look at Arsenal moving closer to Tammy Abraham Chelsea transfer as Gunners ready to meet demands, and then we're going to look at Arsenal facing potential Chelsea problem after James Maddison transfer decision. So the first transfer headline states that Arsenal move closer to Tammy Abraham Chelsea transfer as Gunners ready to meet demands. So the reports are stating that Arsenal are ready to agree to Tammy Abraham's requested personal terms as they look to bring the Chelsea striker in this summer. Arsenal are ready to meet Tammy Abraham's wage demands to bring the Chelsea forwards to the Emirates this summer. Tammy Abraham could come in as Arsenal's newest frontman, having fallen out of favour at Stamford Bridge. England international Abraham is on around £80,000 a week at Chelsea, but what's £125,000 a week? And the Gunners have indicated in talks that they are prepared to offer him that figure. Chelsea are willing to let the 23-year-old go out on loan this summer with a view to a permanent deal as they clear the decks to fund a £160 million bid for Borussia Dortmund's Norway striker Erling Haaland. Arsenal are at the head of the queue to sign Tammy Abraham, though West Ham and Aston Villa are also interested. But the £40 million price tag placed on the striker by Chelsea is putting bidders off a permanent deal right now. No deal has been yet agreed between Chelsea and Arsenal yet, but Gunners manager Mikel Arteta is keen to bring Tammy Abraham across the capital to strengthen his ranks. Tammy Abraham is not in Chelsea manager Thomas Tuchel's plans for this season, and he only played 70 minutes of football under the German in the final 3 months of last season. The Londoner, though, has netted 30 goals in 82 games for Chelsea and is a proven goalscorer at Premier League level. A move for Tammy Abraham may, however, depend on whether or not Arsenal move on the likes of Alexandre Lacazette and Eddie Nketiah. The duo are into the final 12 months of their Emirates contracts, and while a new deal has been offered to Eddie Nketiah, he has yet to sign it and could move on this summer. Borussia Dortmund are meanwhile holding out on Erling Haaland, insisting they did not want to sell their prized Norwegian who struck 41 goals across all competitions last term. Chelsea are also interested in Inter Milan's Romelu Lukaku, but again the Italian club have said no to any potential deal, and the other options such as Stuttgart's Sasa Karadzic are now also being considered. But the Blues have yet to make a signing this summer. Also brought in Nuno Tavares and Albert Sambi Lokonga and are set to make Brighton centre-back Ben White their latest addition. Emile Smith Rowe also signed a new long-term contract this week, after which Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta said, "We are now looking forward to helping him develop further and seeing him become even more important to the strong young team we are building." That comes after he said the following edition of Sambi Lokonga that Arsenal must ensure they have a mixture of experience and youthful vibrance. The Spanish coach explained, "We need some senior players with different types of leadership in the team with different qualities, people that complement each other. At the end of the day, it is about the cohesion of the team, so we need a squad that is cohesive, that can develop and adapt, that offer different qualities to change games, protect games when we need to, and this is what we are trying to build." So it looks like Arsenal moving closer to Tammy Abraham's Chelsea transfer, and this nicely takes us on to the second piece of transfer news, which states that Arsenal face potential Chelsea problem after James Maddison transfer decision. So the reports are stating that Arsenal reportedly made James Maddison their number one target, but they are not the only club interested in the player. Arsenal have made Leicester City star James Maddison their top target for the remainder of the summer transfer window, according to reports. However, Chelsea are also interested in James Maddison and could pursue the attacking midfielder if other deals fall into place. Arsenal have not hidden the fact they want to sign a player of Maddison's ilk this summer. Martin Odegaard was the number one choice for manager Mikel Arteta following a 6-month loan spell last season. However, Martin Odegaard looks set to stay at Real Madrid for the time being under the returning Carlo Ancelotti. Arsenal pinned Emile Smith Rowe down to a new contract on Thursday to keep him at the club until 2026. But Mikel Arteta is still keen to invest in that position, and it is stated that James Maddison is now his priority target. Leicester would want more than £60 million for James Maddison, which could be beyond Arsenal once they complete a £50 million deal for Brighton defender Ben White. If Arsenal are to complete a deal, it would likely involve a player heading in the opposite direction to lower the fee. Joe Willock and Reece Nelson are both mentioned as players who could move to the King Power. However, it is noted that Chelsea could throw a spanner in the works if they pursue their interest in James Maddison. The report says Chelsea will go only after James Maddison if they sell Hakim Ziyech in the window. Hakim Ziyech's links with a move to AC Milan, with Calcio Mercato claiming the Serie A giants are keen on loaning the former Ajax star. Chelsea's interest in James Maddison will only make life harder for Arsenal in trying to sign the England international. Chelsea will be able to offer the 24-year-old Champions League football, with Arsenal not competing in any European competition next season. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta has often stated what he demands from new signings. In an interview with the club's website this week, the Spaniard said the likes of Kieran Tierney epitomise what he expects. That character, I think it shows on the pitch. When anything happens that is not going for us, you don't give up, you just raise your level, try to be better, and transmit that to the rest of the team so they all believe, Mikel Arteta said. Kieran has that capacity, and Emil as well, to lift the crowd with an action. Gabriel Martinelli has that capacity, and that is something that you either have or you don't have. So it looks like Arsenal face potential Chelsea problem after James Maddison transfer decision. And there are various reports suggesting various things about the James Maddison transfer saga for Arsenal. Some reports like The Athletic did claim yesterday that Arsenal were going to rule out the move for James Maddison. But Football.London is someone that is expecting James Maddison to be a priority target for Mikel Arteta. And that Mikel Arteta does see James Maddison as their number one target in the summer transfer window currently, because they have made other priority targets such as Ben White, someone that looks very likely to join next week, and James Maddison is someone that could fill that creativity void that Mikel Arteta really lacks in the first half of the season, and that's something that introduced the likes of Emil Smith-Rowe. But for me, I think we shouldn't put the whole burden on Emil Smith-Rowe for creativity in the new season, because I think it could come back and haunt us. So I think a player like James Maddison, someone that can operate on either wing as well, someone that is very versatile, and someone that views himself as a number 8 rather than a number 10, is something that Mikel Arteta will use in the summer transfer window as an option to try and bring a perfect addition in the form of James Maddison. So we will have to wait and see how Arsenal will use the summer transfer window in the end. Make sure you check out the FA Cup poster using the special link I have put below in the description, and smash that like button to see if you can reach 30 likes. Also subscribe for more daily videos and share the video with your Arsenal friends and family. Click one of the latest videos on the screen and I'll see you there.